The GI symptoms that I experience with cystic fibrosis ranges day to day, but it's always something that appears really unexpectedly and causes me a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, and often means that I have to change my plans really last minute and always calculate how I can start to alleviate the pain. For a lot of us, especially those of us on Kaftrio and these modulators, that not every aspect of CF has been magically cured, and yes, I can breathe significantly better than I used to be able to, but at the same time my tummy is always sore and it's always really debilitating, and it can cause a lot of discomfort and a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety.
CF-related diabetes impacts my life in many ways, both kind of mentally and logistically in the day. Mentally, it can cause a bit of an unhealthy obsession with what I'm eating, because I'm constantly having to count carbohydrates, watch, the foods that I ingest and whether they're gonna make my sugars go too high or whether they're gonna cause my sugars to potentially go too low. This can lead to highlighting kind of the idea and the notion that some foods are good and some foods are bad, and that, in my case, has led to disordered eating. Logistically, during the day, it affects me by, I can't just sit down and have a meal. I would like other people to know just how turbulent having CF-related diabetes is and how it can be affected by so many different things that are out of my control. For example, it can be affected by the exacerbations I have in my cystic fibrosis and about whether I'm feeling healthy or whether I'm feeling under the weather with a chest infection. It can also be affected by stress in my daily life, and it can be affected by hormones, and actually my sugars seem to be more uncontrollable at different points in my menstrual cycle.
My gut issues have continued, and if not worse, since starting Kaftrio, and it would be really, really great if we could have a drug that reduces these symptoms on the day-to-day.
My one wish for the research on CF-related diabetes would be that there is a focus on the variability in this type of diabetes. I could probably eat the same thing 2 days in a row, but one day my sugars may cope fine with it, and one day they may go too high or too low, even with the exact same amounts of insulin at the exact same times in both of those days.